Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Classic. Robert Rambles here and thanks so much for joining me today. We're going to start off by hunting down some Blackrock champions, dealing with these orcs who are far to the north, supposedly up here by the entrance to the Burning Steep. So we'll work our way back there, and on our way we're going to get some Underbelly Whelp scales. Now, the reward for this isn't going to benefit us, but we want to do that before it turns gray. And at some point today, I am going to make my way over and get our last Shadowhide Pendant, which, if I remember correctly, is over to the far east of the zone by the Tower of Ilganar, or perhaps between that and Stonewatch Keep. We'll have to figure that out. But we will complete that one as well. Now today is actually September 24th as I'm recording this, and it's a big content drop day for retail World of Warcraft, which is going to see the conclusion of the war campaign, and thus perhaps the conclusion of that storyline. And honestly, I mean, the story and lore of current World of Warcraft is all that interests me about retail. I don't have any plans to go back in, I don't think, and play the conclusion of the war campaign. I'll watch that on various people's channels, do a very good job of covering the lore aspect of the game, because at this point, that's all I'm interested in retail. And even saying that I'm interested in the story is kind of stretching it, because honestly, if you look at the story in retail World of Warcraft, all the main characters, both the faction characters on the Horde and Alliance as well as our main character, kind of have acted like total morons for a couple of expansions now. And what I mean by that is everyone's always realizing things far too late, things that are obvious to the player, and it just kind of devalues all those characters who people like Thrall and Sourfang and Jaina, who are supposed to be, you know, experienced military leaders, and yet they're constantly being duped by these obvious tricks. So, you know, that's kind of immersion breaking for me. It's kind of like WoW, the WoW devs decided to tell a certain story, and reality be damned. If it doesn't make any sense, they're going to tell the story anyway, even if it's kind of illogical how it plays out. So I'm interested to see what happens. I'm interested to see their shiny cutscenes, of course, because that's something they do wonderfully, is their shiny cutscenes. But beyond that, I have zero interest in engaging with it at this point in time. Oh, champions. Let's keep going further back here. We got trackers. Got a player corpse here. Oh no you don't, you're gonna bleed. If you're gonna run, you're gonna bleed. Alternately, I mean, they could be up here, but... Huh. Well, let's check out inside these tents. Nobody in there right now. Melon juice? Everyone needs some melon juice. I don't even know why I'm looting this. I'll sell it, I guess. Huh. Of course he saw us before the charge went off. Why wouldn't he? I think either tonight or tomorrow night I'm going to put together a Black Fathom Deeps dungeon run, and That'll be the second in our dungeon series, and we'll hope that we can get some loot out of that one. Now, I don't know if it'll be a full clear, because if I remember Black Fathom Deeps, it has quite a few wings to it. And some of the wings might be higher in difficulty than others. I am not 100% on that. I'm not going to research it before I go in there, so we'll find out. They didn't say anything about going into this cave. They definitely did not. You'll find them in their encampment to the north, just west of the road. Maybe they're over here? I don't remember seeing champions down there. But we can certainly go look. Hi there. How are you? Alright, we're gonna have to get out of here. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I don't know if we're gonna survive this or not. We were pretty low on health when we pulled accidentally. The respawn rate here is apparently kind of wonky. Let's just try to get ourselves out of here to where we can get to our corpse without pulling all those guys again. Okay, so there are champions here. Apparently they were just a... Oh, cool. They were just respawning, or in the process of respawning. There's one right there. Okay, now that we're in a group, we could, a group with 2 hunters, nonetheless. And this should be much easier. You should turn taunt on your pets, because I'm not gonna do it. We're going to stay in battle stance for this. I'm worried if I charge in, we pull all these guys. I'm going to go behind if they are going to have taunt on. That's perfect. 15 of these champions we have to get. Like, guys, we gotta pull this guy. There you go. I'm gonna be safe and let the pets go in. I'm really surprised we didn't pull that champion right there. Kinda worried about these guys. Hopefully he doesn't have a chance to run. Alright, I'd say we go for the summoner first. Let me make sure... Oh, they're not even looking to pull that pack. Not sure why. I'm gonna grab this guy. Oh, it somehow pulled both these. I guess they were chained together. There is a champion in this pack, guys. I just wonder if I charge in, are they going to support me at all? Let's find out. Nice ice trap. Very slick move by one of those hunters. I wish that he would just stand and fight it. Running and turning his back to it is going to do absolutely nothing useful. Especially if it doesn't have a slow effect on it, it's still going to hit you and you're going to be getting hit in the back. So just stay where you're at. Two-handed with strength, I can't use axes, and I've already said we're not going to be rolling a two-handed spec anytime soon. So I don't need that. And I guess there are going to be champions back here in this cave. Good to know. They didn't mention the cave in the quest. But it's nice to see that we did end up in the right spot, even though at first we were there at the wrong time. This place is quite extensive if we look at the minimap. And to think I might not have come back here. Oh, no you don't. Oh, son of a bitch. I'm just gonna have to trust them to clean up back there behind us and focus on what we're doing right here. I can back him up some. I mean, their damage output is pretty damn incredible, if I do say so. Got our shield bash off. You know, because we're pro. I'd really just like to explore this whole place. What else could you ask for in a living place? You got mushrooms to eat, flowing water to drink. The mushrooms might be as recreational as they are nutritious. I don't know. Nothing going on back here. Maybe we go the other way out. If we can. Can we get up here? Not all the way, perhaps, but I can at least open this chest. Mana potions we don't need. Good to sell, though.
Need help?
There must be an escort quest back here for Corporal Keeshan here. We'll have to remember that. Now we know where he is. Deep, deep in Render's Rock, if we do need him. Any moment now, this whole area is going to respawn around us. I don't want to be too far from my group. And I bet if we head back outside... they're already starting to respawn. I'm tempted to actually go defensive stance so I can taunt and not have to chase these guys down. But I don't have enough points in Tactician to charge and switch and feel good about the rage that we're losing. What are we in combat with? Oh. Look at the respawn rate. We're down and we're back up. Down and back up. We should start making our way out any time now. Because they're even respawning right behind us. Let's see if we can convince them to go this way. Yeah, I'd say not worth it. Now with 2 pets in the group, it's better just to stay in battle stance. This way, guys, we only need 2 more, and we don't need to get them back in this cave. We actually should be working our way out of this ravine here. They're not following me. I don't think it's possible they need more than I do. This is a huge pack, but we could probably take it. Let's get the quest. Okay, maybe we pick up the... Maybe we can just pick up that escort quest. But that's assuming that another group isn't on it, right? Alright, well let's try, I guess. This guy seems to know where it is. Alright, we'll lead on, because I'm not sure where the quest picks up. I actually did notice one of these hunters is a dwarf. Only one of them is a night elf. The last character I raided on in BFA was a Nightborn hunter. Didn't have too much fun on that, and I wished I had stuck with my healing paladin for BFA, but I had decided to go with a DPS because I never play DPS in raiding, so in BFA I went hunter. And that only lasted for a really short time before I realized how little I liked BFA and how little I liked the overall class design of retail World of Warcraft. That's why I'm not interested in going back. I have my hunter and my paladin both at max level on the Horde side, and I could jump in and finish off the war campaign and see that firsthand, but I'm so disinterested in the class design of both of those classes, and I just think that it's kind of boring. And there's not a lot of sense of identity. I really liked my paladin back in Wrath. And even a couple expansions after that, it wasn't a bad class to play, but haven't cared for healing on it in BFA. The Hunter just kind of got boring really fast. I am just not a DPS minded person. I'd rather be performing a different role. Back when DPS had to actually crowd control, and the last time I remember that was right when Kata came out, the 5-man dungeons, the heroic modes were like highly overtuned, they said, and your DPS actually had to use crowd control. It was really nice, but then they came out and said, oh, that was a mistake, these are overtuned, we're gonna make them easier. And thus continued the making easier of every single aspect of World of Warcraft. And after that, I had no interest in playing DPS because they were never going to perform a role like, you know, a support role. Like you would trap or you would polymorph. Yes, I would like to start that quest. That sounds great. So we did find this escort quest. I guess we're going to do this now. That's cool. Could prevent us from having to come back into this cave. This guy's going to walk slow as molasses. This is just kind of how they did things. So I don't know how interesting this is going to be. Some of it might get edited out. So we are done with Blackrock Bounty. We can go turn that in any time. I also wanted to fight some of the Dragon Whelps to complete that quest, but that was way back by town. And I don't know how far we're going to have to escort this guy. I'm thinking probably just till we get him out of the cave. Which, at his current pace, is going to be quite some time. I'd be interested to hear your guys' thoughts about BFA, the state of World of Warcraft retail versus the state of Classic. It's something that I like to talk about. I have pretty strong opinions, but I love hearing other people's points of view and kind of thinking from somebody else's perspective. So if you guys are playing retail WoW, if you're excited about it, I'd love to hear the reasons why. If you're not excited about it and haven't been playing it, I'd like to hear those reasons too. Is he coming this way? He sure looks like he is. Let's just get into some action here. Yeah, see, he'll jog up here and help us, but then he'll just reset. That was kind of the annoying thing about these kinds of quests in Classic, is that it could take a longer time, especially because they'll run up, they'll help you, but then they have to run back to where they were before you got into combat. It's kind of weird. Such was the way of the world of Warcraft. At the very least, we're getting a lot of kill experience, and I can't complain with that at all. I'm getting firebolted in the face by something, and I'd rather not. I'd rather not, because it still hurts quite a bit. Let's bandage up. Yeah, so not knowing what the plot events are going to be yet in the patch today, everyone, and by everyone I mean the YouTube channels that I watch, everyone is basically thinking that it's going to be a siege on Thunderbluff, but that's going to be a feint. And Sylvanas is actually going to attack Stormwind, which aligns with what she said in one of the books leading up to, or the book leading up to the BFA expansion, the name of which is slipping my mind, even though I just recently listened to it on Audible, Before the Storm. You know, she said her ultimate objective was to sack Stormwind and kill everybody there. You know, and if that's the thing, I just don't like story arcs that are so easy for people to predict. I hope that there's some kind of twist that the internet has not already either data mined or guessed. Because when people are just able to easily see those things play out beforehand, like I said, it makes our character and it makes all the actual lore characters just seem like a bunch of idiots. And that's just immersion breaking. You gotta think, like, no one would have thought that an attack on Thunderbluff would be a feint, so I hope that's not the end of it. I hope that there's, like, so much more that people couldn't have anticipated, but the way the storytelling has gone so far, it's been extremely predictable. And it's just made our character and all the characters seem like kind of doofuses. The Blackrock infestation is thick in these parts. I will do my best to keep... Yeah. Okay, yeah, do your best and pull this entire pack. This guy's great. It's a darn good thing that we took this on in a group. This would have been impossible to do on our own if he'd have ran up to this 3-pack like that. Or was that a 4-pack? I think that was a 4-pack. And his health is not great. He could have got taken out by these guys, no problem. Very lucky to be grouped up with these fine hunters today. Khabib and Truth Seeker, thank you very much. Now he has no interest in helping us fight. Where is he going? Oh my god, look at this guy. He's nuts. We are under siege. No, you're walking into groups. I mean, it's incredibly fun, so it's actually fun. I just don't know why now he's not joining combat. He's just kind of just walking forward. Oh, there he goes. He reset back to his walking position. Alright. We have slaughtered some orcs today. I feel like we have done our due diligence on slaughtering the opposing faction.
Greetings.
Well, this guy's pretty banged up. It's a wonder he's doing as well as he is. But apparently getting him out of the cave wasn't good enough. I'm hoping we don't have to get him all the way back to Lakeshire. That would be quite extensive. We missed with our shield bash. Oh well. Haven't been tracking herbs at all. That's pretty dumb of me. I love the skeleton sticking out of the earth here. That's random. Whatever it was only had 3 toes.
Well met.
He wants all the way out. I mean, I'd understand him wanting an escort the entire way, looking like the shape he's in and being stuck in the back of that cave. But yeah, like I said, this is quite an extensive escort quest. Definitely not one I would have wanted to do by myself. I wouldn't have even known to go back and get him out of the cave, I don't think, unless he just happened to be up when I was back there, which when we originally went back there, another group had him. So close to Blessed Lakeshire by the light. Let my legs carry me a bit further. Now he's running. But we haven't got a quest complete yet, which is sort of telling me that we are going to run this guy all the way back to town. At least he's picked up the pace a little bit. He's got his second wind now that he feels like we're in safe territory, but I wouldn't count on that. See if anything pops out to attack us. Doesn't seem like it. For a minute, it looked like they were both following me. Every time I would stop, they would stop. I just wanted to make sure they didn't have me on follow. He's going for it. It had very little to do with us. This druid was taking care of it, but Corporal Keeshan, he is no slouch, and he wanted to come over here and fight these orcs, so more power to him. He's feeling rather spry now. I need that bruiseweed, damn it. No, I need Briarthorn and Mage Royal if I want skill ups. Alright, Corporal. Marshal Maris, sir. Corporal Keeshan of the 12th Saber Regiment returned from battle and reporting for duty. Alright. Good deal. Alright. We'll leave party. And let's just go ahead and turn this in.
King's honor, friend.
You have served the kingdom well, warrior. Thank you for assisting Corporal Keeshan with his escape from those dreaded Blackrock orcs. You shall be rewarded for your brave acts this day. Yeah, that's something. It doesn't have any strength on it. It has more armor on it. Has spirit.
Light bless you.
I'm not too sure about it. We'll check it out. It looks cool. Maybe we'll rock it for a bit and see if we get something else soon. And then we defeated all of... I think this one goes in at the end of the bridge. We defeated all the champions. And if I remember right, that turn-in is down here.
Light be with you.
I see you have fought valiantly against the Blackrock clan, warrior. Your service to our township is great indeed.
For the Alliance.
And he's got no more follow-ups. So that leaves us with this never-ending goulash quest, the Underbelly Scales, the one item we need for Solomon's Law. And then we have to find this guy, actually, in the Mage Tower of Azora in Albion Forest. And I don't actually know where that is. I leveled my priest through Albion Forest. I'm sure we could find it. But again, it's like one of those things where it says it's a quest for Red Ridge, but it actually doesn't turn in here. It turns in quite far away. But I will look for that, and if we find that, I'll loop some footage in. But I think this might be a good place to take a break. We're going to have to grind on some Underbelly Whelplings for a while, and then head out to get our last Shadowhide Pendant, and see if those chain into any other quest. So today, it was all about that cave, thanks to the escort quest, but it was fun. It was fun to group with a couple of hunters. If you guys like the episode, go ahead and give it a like. And if you want to see more WoW content, it would really help me out if you would subscribe to the channel and ring the bell. That's what YouTube really looks at these days for how much people actually like the content. And I always want to hear your guys' thoughts on the content and on World of Warcraft in general. So if you have any thoughts on Classic versus Retail, or any thoughts about the current story going on in Retail and the patch that releases today, go ahead and leave some thoughts in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for joining me, and wish me luck.